welcome to Crackgate CSE, and in this particular series of computer organization, today we will going to understand some more questions on signed data using the overflow flag. Right, so if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading any new videos. So also, if you have not checked my previous videos, please check those previous videos. Those videos will really help you in solving these kind of questions, and these kind of questions can come in your exam as well, right? So let's quickly start with the first question. So the first question is, consider the following 8-bit data. So it is given that we have to process the 8-bit data. What is the status of overflow flag? So first thing that they have asked is status of overflow flag and its expression. So we know that there are two expressions for overflow flag, which is based on whether it is a positive overflow or a negative overflow. And so let me write down somewhere here. So I already explained you that there are two things, one is out carry and one is in carry. If out carry is 1 and in carry is 0, it is negative overflow, and for which the condition is x, y, z bar, right? And similarly, if out carry is 0 and in carry is 1, it is considered as positive overflow, and for this the condition is x bar, y bar and z. So here we are not going into the depth for this in carry and out carry. We just need to take care of whether it is a positive overflow or it is a negative overflow, and what is the condition for respective overflow, right? So first thing what we have to do is, it is given that we have to process 8-bit data. So if I'm talking about 8-bit data in the signed way, so how I can say that it is signed? Because this overflow flag is given. So if overflow flag is given, then you can say that the data is signed, and also it is clearly mentioned that here data is signed data, right? So in any of these way you can identify whether a data is signed or unsigned. So the range for 8-bit data is minus 2 to the power n minus 1 to 2 to the power n minus 1, right? So if I put 8 instead of this n, it will be minus 2 to the power 8 minus 1, that is 7. So minus 2 to the power 7 is nothing but equals to minus 128 to, this is again 2 to the power 8 minus 1, that is 2 to the power 7 minus 1, that is 127. So the range is minus 128 to 127. Now we have to add these two values. We can directly add these two values, that is minus 121 and minus 63. What will be the sum? It will be 184, that too of negative sign, right? So we can clearly say that this particular value is out of range for this 8-bit data, that too on the negative side. So we can clearly say that we are getting a negative overflow. So what is the status of overflow flag? The status of overflow flag is 1, because if the range is exceeding, the overflow flag will be set. So what is the next condition? What is the expression? What is its expression in the computation? So I already told you that if there is a negative overflow, then what will be the condition? This will be the condition, that is x, y, z bar, right? So this will be the answer for this first question. Now quickly move on to the second question, which says, consider the following status present in the hardware after processing the data. So they are saying that we are having this value in accumulator and this one in overflow. That means there is a overflow, it is set. They are asking that what is the result in the decimal. So only two things are given, one is accumulator result, another one is overflow flag, and they are asking you the final result. So first of all, what you can observe from this, see, overflow is set. So we can say that, let me write down over here, as overflow flag is present. So we can say that here we are talking about the signed data. So if they are talking about overflow flag, which is already set, so we can say that clearly they are talking about the signed data. And in accumulator, we are having value as 1011, 011, 0, right? Now you can see that there is one dilemma in this question. We are not aware about whether this overflow is positive overflow or a negative overflow. So how we can find out? I already told you that these are the two expressions. So we are having accumulator. So this z bar or z is nothing but the result, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So can I say that this particular bit is representing the z value, right? So if this is z bar, that means we generally treat z bar as 0, and if if z is equals to 1, that means here you can say this is 1, that means we are talking about this z. So I can estimate that this particular thing is positive overflow, right? So we can clearly have an idea that this particular is nothing but a positive overflow. So let me write down here once again so that there would be no confusion. So if it is x, y, z bar, we say that the overflow is there, which is nothing but the negative overflow. So here this value is not 0. So this is z bar is equal to 1. So this condition does not apply here. So z bar has to be 0, but here it is 1. And if it is x bar, y bar, z equals to 1, then we say that it is nothing but a positive overflow. So if it is a positive overflow, here you can see that this z is 1. So we got a hint that we are talking about the positive overflow. Now our task is to find out the decimal value, right? Now let's move on to the main question. We have to find out the decimal value. So I already explained you that in PSW there are two things. One is accumulator, another one is program status. The flag registers will be there, right? Here we are having flag register. In accumulator the value is 101101110, and in flag we are having overflow as 1. And we got to know that this overflow is a positive overflow because z value is 1. Now if there is a positive overflow, we do not need to add anything to the accumulator. So I am just writing down the accumulator data same as given 0 1 1 0. So it is a positive overflow, that means I do not need to add this one over here. If it is a negative overflow, then I will be adding this one to this particular MSB place, but it is not a negative overflow, it is a positive overflow. So there is no need to add this one over here. That means whatever the result we are getting in the accumulator is the correct result. So if you convert it into the decimal value, it will be nothing but 182, right? That too of plus, because here we are getting positive overflow, right? So this is how you can solve these kind of questions. I hope that you got an idea how to solve the questions related to the signed format, unsigned format, and if there are overflow and carry flags are given. So please check all the previous videos, all the concepts, all the theories and the problems that I have discussed so far, right? Next we will moving on to the floating point number, and we will be understanding exactly what is floating point number, why we are using the floating point number, and what is the general concept and what is the mantis and all. So we'll be going into the detail of floating point, right? So I hope this video helped you, and if you found this particular video useful, like this video and share it with your friends. And in case if you want to get connected with me on Facebook groups and Facebook page, the links of all the social handles are given in the description. You can follow me from that particular place. So thank you very much for your time. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.